My sister was a very caring person, a very funny person. Anybody would say she lit up a room when she walked into it. She had a hearty laugh. I'll never forget that, you know, and it scares me the thought of forgetting that, because it really was one of her character traits. When she laughed, you laughed along, whether you thought that the joke was funny or not. She was a very loving sister, and I really respected her.
Now, it's been 8 years since you went missing, but it perhaps seems like yesterday, I'm sure.
Yeah, it seems a long time since I seen her, but yes, it seems like we're at day one of the investigation. It seems like yesterday that we were told that she was never coming back.
What do you believe happened to her?
It's very difficult to say. It's very difficult to say. Obviously, we know that she has been murdered.
There's been a lot of speculation, but we have driven ourselves mad speculating, so we've stopped doing it. Because to keep your sanity, we spent days and saying, imagining what happened, but we had to stop doing it because it was driving us up the wall.
But you do believe she has been murdered?
Yes.
Well, she's not coming back. We don't believe that. I had a faint hope, but not after this. The only thing what I have in my mind is a lot of crimes have been solved years afterwards with new forensics and new advances in police, what the police do. So we always have hope that she will be found, or that somebody will be found who caused whatever happened.
So you live with that hope all the time?
Yes, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our main hope is to find Lisa. You know, that's our main concern, is to find Lisa. The police deal with the justice side of things. We just want to find Lisa.
It's 8 years, and as you say, there's been all sorts of speculation about what has happened to her and who may have been involved. How do you feel about those people that perhaps are still keeping secret what happened to her and where she may be now?
Well, because we haven't heard anything on people talking, we think the police also think it's a very small group, maybe one or two individuals. Because usually these things, rumours and things get out, but nothing has got out on Lisa. But we can't speculate who it is.
Do you hope that one day their conscience will get so strong that they will have to reveal where she is?
The person that is responsible for my sister's disappearance knew my sister. They talked to her. They possibly shared some fun times with her. And I would ask them to remember Lisa, remember the person that she was, and remember that she doesn't deserve this. We don't deserve to be going through this. You know, we feel guilty that we haven't found Lisa, 8 years on. And, they weren't a stranger to her. This was not random. They knew Lisa and they knew the kind of person she was. And no matter what happened, they need to come forward and tell us where she is.
If they were in the room here today with you, what would you say to them?
It's a very difficult question to answer. I would just ask them to tell us where she is. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to my sister. But I need to know, we need to know as a family where she is, so that we can lay her to rest properly, and so that we can have some peace of mind and accept the fact that she's not coming back.
Will you not have that peace of mind until you know where she is and what happened to her, and that you can give her a final send-off, as it were?
No, we can't. I mean, this tortures our family, right out, not just the direct family circle. Her friends, still talk to me about her all the time. We talk about her daily. There's just no peace of mind at all. We can't accept the fact that she's gone until we find out where she is.
Her grandmother died shortly after she disappeared, and I think that's what brought her early death. She was so heartbroken. Now, we have a bench down at Ward Park, down near the council offices, and we go down there regularly, and also we'll be going down tomorrow at some time to put some flowers down there. Her friends erected the bench, and they go down there and visit and leave cards, and so she's not forgotten.
No,
She'll never be forgotten.
Lisa will never be forgotten.
How have you as a family been able to cope all these years?
It's been very difficult, very difficult. We've all, as my dad said, we've all went, through different scenarios. one of us might have a different opinion to another, you know, but I mean, the main thing keeping us together is Lisa as well. Because of our love for Lisa, we have stuck together as a family, and we still search for her, and we still try to find out what happened to her. And that's testament to Lisa. You know, she was so important to us, and is still so important to us. We will never rest until we find out what happened.
And it's affected her mother's health as well. She's not very well.
And finally, after all these years, what is your main hope? Obviously, you hope to have her returned, but you hope to see justice as well.
Yes, of course. But if we were given the choice, it would be Lisa every time.
I must say that the police have put a lot of resources into this over the years, and it's still an ongoing case. It doesn't close. Right, the police, we have regular meetings with them and updates on anything significant that's happened. There was a search there a while ago. It raised our hopes for a moment, but again, nothing came of it.
Yes, that was back in October.
Yes, that's right, down in Cumber, just at the roundabout there, Cumber and the bypass.
The police, obviously, it is, as you say, an ongoing case. Do you think the people responsible feel that, and know that you'll never let up?
Well, we always, if we have an interview like this, we will emphasise that to let people know that the police are still out there looking for evidence or trying to find something. But what basically they need is for someone to ring up and say something. And anytime the police do anything before they do it, if it's going to be high profile, they will always tell us as well. So they keep us up to date with everything that's going on.
Well, if anyone watching this or listening to this has any information, what would you say to them?
I would just ask them to search their conscience and to look at their own family. You know, I'm sure their lives have moved on. They may have children of their own. And just imagine for a second that child being taken from them and never to be found. And when you imagine that feeling in the pit of your stomach, that is what we feel day and daily when we think about Lisa. And I would ask them just to, as I say, search their conscience and be strong and come forward and tell us where Lisa is.